Broadcast is the exclusive property of LVH1 and the Union North United School Corporation for the private use of our audience and fans. Any retransmission or duplication of this broadcast without the written consent of LVH1 or the Union North United School Corporation is strictly prohibited. We hope you enjoy this event, and go Lancers!
At TNA Rigging Incorporated, the staff works hard to ensure that your project is completed safely, on time, and with the least amount of interruption to your production. They aren't interested in only completing one project. Their goal is to build long-lasting relationships with customers. From machinery movement and repair, installation, transportation services, TNA Rigging has been serving Indiana and Michigan for over 10 years. For all your machinery and installation needs, call the crew at TNA Rigging Incorporated at 574-233-3074. TNA Rigging Incorporated, your satisfaction is our success.
A crisp.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Just minor difficulty right there. I am Dennis Feitz. Mr. Matthew Florian has a commitment. I'm going to bring in my color commentator and our wonderful scoreboard operator, Mr. Wayne Thomas.
Those are a lot of big words that you have for me to fill now. Yeah, Matt has stepped out for a little bit, so we're going to be kind of run the show sans Matt. See how we're able to hold up without his leadership and dry wit that complements us so well.
The girls have had a game today.
Yeah, they lost a real heartbreaker earlier in the day. Really held up for the first few innings, and then that fifth, the wheels kind of fell off the wagon a little bit.
Yes, they did. Laville had a lot of walks the fifth innings between three different pitchers, giving up 7 runs that inning, and that let Argus have an opportunity to win 11-7. And that was the start to the day, and then Argus just was defeated by John Glenn 11-7. And now we are at our third game, and starting for the Lancers on the mound is Mara Metters.
Yes, Mara. So this time, last time we were the home team that was playing as if we were on the road. This time we're the home team playing at home instead of on the road. So hoping to really bounce back from that last one, bring out a little bit more heavier bats, hold up with the pitching the way they started out last game so that we can get a win here and hopefully place a little bit higher in the Queen of Diamonds tournament. But it is a beautiful day. The wind has started to pick up a little bit. And the scorekeeper hasn't fallen behind yet with the scoreboard. So
it's just a lovely day, and Mara's first pitch is a little off the mark, but a pop fly down the line and just foul for Brooke Miller. Going through the lineup for John Glenn, Brooke Miller wearing number 12 bats first, playing second base. Julian Wilk is playing first base, batting second. Cheyenne Dreibelbis is pitching for John Glenn and batting third. And I will bring up more batters as they come up. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Ball inside. Behind the plate for the Lady Lancers is Tasia Senders, and even after the loss, she was really upbeat with her attitude and really excited to get out there against Glenn.
yeah, she's really eager. This is her last Queen of Diamonds tournament. She and Carissa both are the seniors of the team. We've got Caitlin Whitaker over in the dugout too, giving her leadership from there. But the two of them really want to finish on a positive note this final year. Mara with a big out there to start the game.
As she does, Miller pops up tomorrow on a 3-1 count, and that is out number 1 of the game. Going through where some other Lancers are on the field, senior Carissa Foster is playing first base. Celeste Feitz is playing left field, batting second. Hannah Philly is playing shortstop, batting fifth. Maddie Johnson's batting sixth, playing third base. Madison Adams batting seventh, playing right field. Carissa Wise batting eighth, playing center field. And Alexis Wolfing is playing second base, batting ninth. And strike called. 1-1 count. And on the year, John Glenn is having a little bit of a rough season.
They are, but the Lancers haven't had their best season. There is another out. Madison Johnson over to Carissa Foster.
Foster thought for a second there she pulled her foot, but the umpire still gave the out call. As Cheyenne Dreibelbiss will come to bat for the Lancers, or for Glenn to face the Lancers.
That's a quick 2 up, 2 down.
Going through Max Preps, not really sure how updated the batting stats are, but they have not had their stats updated in quite a while because the most at bats of any player are 5. So Max Preps will be a little inaccurate for us today. Our apologies. John Glenn's overall record, though, is 4-15, and ball hit and caught by Carissa, or hit right to Carissa Wise for the 3rd out of the inning. We will throw it to a quick commercial break in just a second. You're watching LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
First West Bank is a proud sponsor of Laville Athletics. Whatever your future holds after high school, make sure you also think about your financial future. Opening an e-student checking account with First West Bank is a great way to keep you connected to your personal finances as you start on your road to success. Bank the way you want, when you want, 24/7. Apply online at firstsource.com today, or come see us at locations in La Paz, Plymouth, Bremen, Walkerton, or South Bend.
First Source Bank. Member FDIC.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Indiana. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
At TNA Rigging.
The Lancers are playing John Glenn, and Mara Metters will be first up to bat for the Lancers, doing an excellent job. Early on, I see our scorekeeper has a tiny bit of a sleeping spell, 1 ball on the scoreboard. And John Glenn escaped the first inning with no hits, no runs, and no runners left on base. An excellent job by Mara to start the inning. And she'll get to show her batting prowess right now. How's she doing this season, Mr. Thomas?
Mara's actually one of the top in the conference. I think she's number 15 for the whole HNAC, which is pretty impressive. She's number 2 or 3 on the team consistently. She got up there pretty quick in the season and then just hasn't really relented any. And it seems like whenever she really faces a struggle defensively, she steps it up that much higher at the plate.
Yes, she does. Really been contributing to the offensive and defensive side of the ball for the Lady Lancers. Mr. Florian is heading out right now, but he did give me the name of our plate officials, which I will recap it in just a moment.
And Flo has left the building.
Yes, he did. 2-2 now to Mara Metters as the count. Jim Kinzel is behind the plate. Drew Danig is covering third base, and Bill Stark is covering first base for the plate umpires today. Or this game today. There are games going on everywhere.
Oh, yeah, it sounds like they switch out. The same officiating crew did the first couple games, and now they're going to bring in a new officiating crew to do the last set of games. A really busy day with utilizing all the diamonds. And
yeah, the base on balls for Metters. Dreibelbiss got her all the way to a full count and walked her. And last year, I believe Dreibelbiss also pitched against the Lancers in the Queen of Diamonds, which the Lancers ended up winning that game. I believe it was 7-4, and I know Celeste pitched the whole game. And Celeste is at bat right now, and a wild pitch will allow Mara to go to second.
Yeah, Celeste brings in some of that young leadership here as a junior. When you're limited on the seniors you've got on the field, it leaves a void, and Celeste has really stepped up to fill that void, to be the younger leader they need, kind of transition in. So she'll be one next year as a senior that they're going to lean on more heavily due to what she's brought to the field this season.
And I wouldn't be so surprised if Mara needs a reliever later on. Celeste might come in. I know that Hannah Good pitched 4 2/3 very good innings against Argus. Alexis Wolfing came in for a brief moment, and Celeste came in to finish out the game after that. And Celeste attempted a bunt, and it goes foul. With the 2-2 count, I would doubt she's going to try to bunt again.
No, I don't think she's going to try and bunt here, but they need to pounce early. This John Glenn team really put up a lot of runs last game. They're not going to go down without a fight.
And
so our Lancers need to put up some runs quick
yes,
in
they
this
do.
game.
As Tasia Boomer Senders comes to the plate. Celeste has just been on a little bit of a struggle today. She's been up to bat 5 times and been retired all 5 times. And that's not a good stat, but a pass ball. The catcher couldn't wrangle it, and Mara will be on third, and 1-0 count to Tasia.
Tasia is not the one you want to have runners in scoring position against. I
No,
think
she's
she's
not.
leading the team in RBIs right now. I know she's #1 in slugging. She's #1 in on base. As far as the regular starters go anyway.
And strike thrown there on the outside corner. After Senders, Foster will be up, and just Dribblebus had an excellent location on that, and Tasia might have fouled that one off, but definitely took a swing at it. 1 ball and 2 strikes is the count. A lot of big gaps in the outfield. And we will see another pitch as Tasia fouled that one off.
They're not quite doing the same shift they had done against Tasia in the first game. They know that she's going to, when she makes contact, she typically pulls to that left side.
Yes, she does, but there are huge gaps, but all the John Glenn outfielders are at the fence, prepared to see Tasia make solid contact.
She just sent a souvenir to the visiting baseball squad.
I got caught up in the netting here at wonderful Newton Park.
She's going to keep their grounds crew pretty busy today, I think.
Yes, she is. And fouled that one off the bat twice. Hit it the first time and then got it on the follow through.
She's got a good pitch count going this at bat.
Yeah, she's seen 5 pitches and 4 of them have been close enough to the zone that she's made swings at them. I know that her little sister and close play on Metters there allowed the infield single to have a chance to get the plate out, and it was just very difficult.
Good base running. Good job on Mara to not run off on there. We've only got 1 out. There's no reason to be super aggressive. No reason to really jump out on it this early.
No, and Mara did a good job of getting back, because if she would have been about 1 more step forward, she would have been out. Dribblebus made an excellent heads-up play, but just could not get Metters.
That brings up Carissa Foster. She had a couple hits in that first game, so let's see if she can carry on.
And a bunt shown, but just to let the speedy Nina Sadak, who's filling in for Tasia running the bases, get on second. And now you have 2 runners in the scoring position for K9. Bill seems to be starting to get some momentum early, but popped almost up, and safe at the plate is Metters, and K9 with that infield single makes it on second on an errant throw. Good job there, and Dribblebus had a heck of an effort trying to corral that.
And I think if we allowed Dennis to keep stats, he might have called that an E1, but mine says single.
No, I agree with you on that one.
That was not an easy play for Dribblebus to make from the mound, but
No, it wasn't. She gave full effort and then just rolled next to her. And Foster was running because she knew she had to beat the throw as Philly takes ball one high.
That puts Wheels over on third, and she is eyeing home plate already with one out.
Yeah, Laville really wants to build up a big lead against this Glen team. As Drywelbis misses just outside. Good delivery, and like Mr. Florian said, without the crowd noise, it's a little silent, but it's still an excellent game to watch. And
it's a little deceptive from up here. It sounds like it's quiet, but once you go down that door downstairs, you can hear the crowds are lively today. The teams are lively. They would have won this one. And Philly up to bat right now. She got on base 3 times in their first game. So she's coming in with really speed is what brought it down to it. She legged out a couple errors in order to get on base.
And just watch the first strike go by with a 3-0 count. Wise decision on her part. And Drywelbis has been struggling just a little bit.
She carries on her on-base percentage with another walk.
That'll bring up Maddie Johnson, who's playing third base and doing an excellent job for us today. A few of our Laville Lady Lancer starters have been injured, and it keeps going on throughout the season, so younger players are having to step up. The sophomores doing an excellent job and starting to get some good at-bats in.
Oh.
And just a little pop-up and caught there. Right to Joyanne Wilk. 2 outs for the Lady Lancers, and
but bases loaded. And that brings up Coach Carver's favorite. You can hear him from across the press box already cheering for Annis.
Madison Annis has been doing an excellent job. Ended the last game with a nice, solid hit to right field.
That was a beautiful hit, but it was a beautiful catch by their left fielder, too. Really stayed with the ball. Bobbled it, and as she was going to the ground, had a second shot and caught it.
Well, being over here and helping everyone, I didn't exactly get to see the rest of that. I know she made hard contact, though, and everybody seemed ecstatic about it.
Not everyone.
Well,
no. They did not like the end result.
Yeah, the end result is a little different, but fouled that one off pretty hard and directly into the fence across from the pitcher's mound on the left-hand side of the diamond.
Madison's one of them that the bat is going to have to carry through after this season into next season. She's going to be leaned on heavily for her offensive prowess.
Yes, she will. With losing the big bats in the 3rd and 4th spot of Senders and Foster, you have to wonder, Brianna Sauer will hopefully be healthy next season and you can insert her, but you want another big bat, and Madison Annis might be asked to fill those shoes. And
that ends the first.
Yes, it does. Well, it'll pop out to the second baseman, up and into the hands of Brooke Miller, and that will end the first inning for us. You are watching LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
Incorporated, the staff works hard to ensure that your project is completed safely, on time, and with the least amount of interruption to your production. They aren't interested in only completing one project. Their goal is to build long-lasting relationships with customers. From machinery movement and repair, installation, transportation services, T&A Rigging has been serving Indiana and Michigan for over 10 years. For all your machinery and installation needs, call the crew at T&A Rigging Incorporated at 574-233-3074. T&A Rigging Incorporated, your satisfaction is our success.
A crisp October evening. A stadium filled with fans. A pass thrown. A journey completed. State of euphoria? No. The state of Indiana. High school sports. Pure spirit. Pure sport. Pure Indiana. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
First West Bank is a proud sponsor of Laville Athletics. Whatever your future holds after high school, make sure you also think about your financial future. Opening an e-student checking account with First Source Bank is a great way to keep you connected
Sorry
to
about
your
that,
personal
ladies and gentlemen.
finances as you start on your road to
Haven't done
success.
this in a little while. and
Bank
a
the way you
couple
want,
technical
when you want,
difficulties.
24/7.
Mara throws
Apply online at
ball just a
firstsource.com
little high
today,
there.
or come see us at locations in La Paz, Plymouth, Bremen,
Trying to get
Walkerton, or South Bend.
First Source Bank.
Lot.
Member FDIC.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school
Next field
classroom.
over, we've got
I'm learning how to
Northfield
manage my
versus
time
Elkhart
here.
Christian. Northfield really
I'm learning
jumped
that
early, and they've kept their foot on the gas. 16-1 in the third inning right now.
Elkhart Christian is trailing Fairfield.
Northfield.
Northfield.
Yeah, Northfield jumped on it early and hasn't relented.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room.
Doing an excellent
It's more
job.
like a high school classroom.
Whoopsie.
I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes
Tiny air made on
persistence and
My
commitment to
part
reach them.
doing the scoring.
And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports.
Beautiful pitch there by Mara to make it a 2-1 count.
They're more than just a game.
Come and see me
And Mara
play.
just took a softball from the opposite field.
And that's when you start having confusion. I think everyone was confused. One ball per field, correct, Mr. Thomas? As hit far down third base line, but another foul ball. You have Maddie Roos playing catcher batting right now. Also coming up for John Glenn, this top part of the second, Sydney Donwan and Aubrey Ware, my bad, as a walk is issued to Roos. Just trying to read the scorecard here, and a little difficult from time to time.
We've got some form of discussion already. Looks like we're going to have a
Pinch
runner come in.
for the catcher. That would be number
It's going to be number 2.
2, Ariel Sanchez. And that will bring Sydney Donwan to the plate. And through the legs of K9, and
It's going to advance the runner, so aggressive base running early in the game from John Glenn.
Tage is just trying to hold the base runners on and help her pitchers, but that one just got away from Foster a little bit.
When you take as many attempts over to first base as Tasia does, inevitably it's going to happen at some point or another.
And I think she didn't have the bat she wanted.
She doesn't have her bunting bat, that's what it is.
Ah, and just off the glove of Philly, but a beautiful job backing up there by Celeste, throwing the ball home, and
Completely unbiased.
it is. Some left fielders have fallen asleep today, as we've seen in other games, or at least I did when I was doing the Northfield Central Noble game, because focus is at a premium today with all the noise and other events happening at Newton Park here. Bunt being shown, and another ball, 3-0 the count. I might be incorrect, or they might have changed the lineup on me and not wrote it down correctly, but they have number 10 listed as Cheyenne Hour. So if it is Hour out there, I do apologize, but I'm not exactly sure, and I will let Mr. Thomas look at that and confirm what I'm saying as Mara gets ready to wind up for the pitch.
Yeah,
And
that might have been part of the conversation earlier, was bringing in a new, they might have been switching up their lineup a little bit. When you've got a tournament play like this, changes happen. So
I think it did.
bring players in that are a little bit more rested depending on how the previous game went. But Mara has worked this count full. So no more bunt attempt here.
And hit right by Philly up the middle, just playing to help try to back up third, and that left a gap up the middle. And I do believe that is our, and an excellent job there by her. And that should bring up Aubrey Layer, and with nobody out, not the way the Lancers wanted to start this one. And Tasia will check the runner again. Still the top of the second as I finally reinstate the scoreboard. 1-1 is the score.
First West Bank is a proud sponsor of Laville Athletics. Whatever your future holds after high school, make sure you also think about your financial future. Opening an e-student checking account with First Source Bank is a great way to keep you connected to your personal finances as you start on your road to success. Bank the way you want, when you want, 24/7. Apply online at firstsource.com today, or come see us at locations in La Paz, Plymouth, Freeman, Walkerton, or South Bend.
First Source Bank. Member FDIC.
Want to know what I like best
Once you
about
start
playing
to
basketball
across
for
those
my high
first couple
school?
challenges.
I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for
after a
someone
stellar
besides
first inning,
myself.
she's
I'm playing
picking
for
up 2
everybody in my
walks here in the
school
second
and every person in my community.
at RBIC.
Indiana high school sports.
One of her issues right now looks as her step. She just isn't being consistent trying to
They're
find
more than
that
just a
location
game.
again so
Come
she can get her
and see me
follow through and
play.
everything correct and start having some more strikes.
Introducing T&A Rigging Incorporated. Since 2005, we have been the premier machinery moving company for Lakeville and the surrounding areas. Our experts specialize in moving heavy equipment and machinery. We can also install, repair, and offer precision
Her commercials keep
alignment for your machines.
a little unsure why. Oh,
Here we go with another bunt attempt. Glenn has been showing bunt a lot
Yes,
early
they
in the
have.
game. An aggressive attempt just to get on base. That was another bunt that went foul, and it's going to bring us to a 1-1 count.
swings at strike 2 though. And in the tie ball game, Laville does not want to let Glenn have any opportunity to score any more runs.
No, they've got to get an out.
Just a little low there. 2-2 the count. Maddie Johnson is playing in quite a bit, and that's forcing Hannah Philly to slide over, and still a nice gap up the middle. And I mean, ball 3. Alexis Wilfing's playing really close to second, and I mean, you have 2 fairly reasonable gaps in the infield, Mr. Thomas.
Yeah, it's bringing over a big gap to the left of second and left of first, and looks like it's going to allow another run to score.
And it will. Good job done in center field by Wise as John Glenn leads now 2-1. With runners at second and third. Emily O'Brien comes up to the plate. And on the other field, Elkhart Christian trails 16-1 as Northfield has been playing excellent. Lost a close game to Central Noble, but they've been doing an excellent job in this game. And Mara's second pitch, being strike 2, just hit foul.
Yeah, Chris really gave that one a charge, trying to get the out. They're at a point now where they've got to get an out. They need to end this inning. They've got 2 more runners in scoring position. They're getting down toward the bottom of the lineup.
Introducing T&A Rigging Incorporated. Since 2005, we have been the premier machinery moving company for Lakeville and the surrounding areas. Our experts specialize in moving heavy. Introducing T&A Rigging Incorporated.
Not happening.
Introducing T&A Rigging.
And it is an 0-2 count. Hit right back to Metters. got her if she held on to it.
And she did. Prevented another run. That was a very heads-up play from Mara to get the ball back to the catcher.
Excellent play there, and great job by Tasia. I know we can't hear him, but I know Tasia was calling for that 4-4-4. And everything went right on that play. Brooke Ozenbaugh is at the plate, and O'Brien had that fielder's choice, which benefited the Lancers from not having a run scored. And probably a call made by Tasia on what's going to happen, as Glenn was likely and thought about stealing second base there. Ball taken there by Ozenbaugh, and the girls just seem very fired up still and ready to go after.
Incorporated. Since 2005, we have been the premier machinery moving company for Lakeville and the surrounding areas. Our experts specialize in moving heavy equipment and
Tasia is still all over it. She is not willing to give up second base.
No, she is not.
At least not without a little bit of a fight. They're going to have to earn it.
And strike two called.
And the crowd is still very much behind Mara, still very much behind the Lancers as a whole. She's got her own little fan section going on down there.
At TNA Rigging Incorporated, the staff works hard to ensure that your project is completed safely, on time, and with the least amount of interruption to your production. They aren't interested in only completing one project. Their goal is to build long-lasting relationships with customers. From machinery movement and repair, installation, transportation services, TNA Rigging has been serving Indiana and Michigan for over 10 years. For all your machinery and installation needs, call the crew at TNA Rigging Incorporated at 574-233-3074. TNA Rigging Incorporated, your satisfaction is our success.
Foul.
A crisp October evening. A stadium filled with fans. A pass-through. A journey completed. A state of euphoria? No. The state of Indiana. High school sports. Pure spirit. Pure sport. Pure Indiana. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
First Source Bank is a proud sponsor of Laville Athletics. Whatever your future holds after high school, make sure you also think about your financial future. Opening an e-student checking account with First Source Bank is a great way to keep you connected to your personal finances as you start on your road to success. Bank the way you want, when you want, 24/7. Apply online at firstsource.com today, or come see us at locations in La Paz, Plymouth, Bremen, Walkerton, or South Bend.
First Source Bank. Member FDIC.
Strike one right
I
down
don't
the
think of
middle.
this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here.
Just having
I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them.
The first at bat.
And I'm learning that the best way to lead
Ball called.
is by example.
Indiana High School
the first
sports.
one went right to Mara. Mara was able to finish that one out.
They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Another ball called.
First Source Bank is a proud sponsor of Laville Athletics. Whatever your future holds after
The technical side in a little while.
high school, make sure you also think about your financial future. Opening an e-student checking account with First Source Bank is a great way to keep you connected to your personal finances as you start on your road to success. Bank the way you want, when you want, 24/7. Apply online at firstsource.com today, or come see us at locations in La Paz, Plymouth, Bremen, Walkerton, or South Bend.
First Source Bank. Member
That's the third
FDIC.
one that's tipped off of the
Want to know what I
glove
like
and
best about playing basketball for
got a
my
little
high
bit
school?
away from somebody.
I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because
Bases loaded, you need
I'm
to
playing for
attack
someone besides
batter
myself.
here and hopefully
I'm playing
get
for
out.
everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana High School
That
sports.
is a K for Mara.
You can hear the fans up here on that one. That will tire the side.
They're more than just a game.
And with
Come
that,
and see me
I will
play.
try to prepare a commercial for us.
Introducing TNA Rigging.
And you are watching LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation. Laville trails 2-1.
Introducing TNA Rigging Incorporated. Since 2005, we have been the premier machinery moving company for Lakeville and the surrounding areas. Our experts specialize in moving heavy equipment and machinery. We can also install, repair, and offer precision alignment for your machines. We can help with crane services and steel fabrication in-shop or on-site. For more info, visit tarigging.com or call 574-233-3074.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in Indiana are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Hey Lancer fans, advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@unorth.k12.in.us or call us at 574-7...
At TNA Rig Day just talks about all the positive things that happen, even in a loss. Did you see how this person progressed? Did you see that great throw from Madison or the game that Hannah pitched? She was probably more proud of Hannah Good's changeup than Hannah Good was herself.
Incorporated, the staff works hard to ensure that your project is completed safely, on time, and with the least amount of interruption to your production. They aren't interested in only completing one project. Their goal is to build long-lasting relationships with customers. From machinery movement and repair, installation, transportation services, TNA Rigging has been serving Indiana and Michigan for over 10 years. For all your machinery and installation needs, call the crew at TNA Rigging Incorporated at 574-233-3074. TNA Rigging Incorporated, your satisfaction is our success.
A crisp October evening. A stadium filled with fans. A pass-through. A journey completed. State of euphoria? No. The state of Indiana. High school sports. Pure spirit. Pure sport. Pure Indiana. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
First West Bank is a proud sponsor of Laville Athletics. Whatever your future holds after high school, make sure you also think about your financial future. Opening an e-student checking account with First Source Bank is a great way to keep you connected to your personal finances as you start on your road to success. Bank the way you want, when you want, 24/7. Apply online at firstsource.com today, or come see us at locations in La Paz, Plymouth, Bremen, Walkerton, or Southside.
First Source Bank. Member FDIC.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
First West Bank is a proud sponsor of Laville Athletics. Whatever your future holds after high school, make sure you also think about your financial future. Opening an e-student checking account with First Source Bank is a great way to keep you connected to your personal finances as you start on your road to success. Bank the way you want, when you want, 24/7. Apply online at firstsource.com today, or come see us at locations in La Paz, Plymouth, Bremen, Walkerton, or Southside.
First Source Bank. Member FDIC.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school?
Top 2 or 3 on the team.
I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports.
Just outside, 1 and 1 is the town.
They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Introducing TNA Rigging Incorporated. Since 2005, we have been the premier machinery moving company for Lakeville and the surrounding areas. Our experts specialize in moving heavy equipment and machinery. We can also install, repair, and offer precision alignment for your machines. We can help with crane services and steel fabrication in-shop or on-site. For more info, visit tarigging.com or call 574-233-3074.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in Indiana are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Arby's in La Paz.
Hey, Lancer fans! Advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@unorth.k12.in.us or call us at 574-784-3151.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
I think they want to get one more person on base to bring senders up.
Hey, Lancer fans! Advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@unorth.k12.in.us or call us at 574-784-3151.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
Now we can edit that out, right?
That's not an issue. Now it will be 3-2. And expect Wilfing to be running on the pitch, trying to get over there regardless of what happens. And Dreibelbis winds up, throws it, and ball 4. So that's first time on base all day. Comes at the virtue of a walk. And Tasia will have to take off the shin guards. And now is ready to take her chance at the plate.
Let's see if we can get Nina running some bases this inning.
Nina has been filling in today for Tasia, just knowing it could be a long day. All the teams are promised 3 games at the Queen of Diamonds. Strike 1 called on the outer edge of the plate.
That's one Tasia would normally lift up in the air a little bit more. Let's see if they try to throw one out to her there again.
Big rip. That will score 1.
To the fence.
Hey, Lancer fans! Advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@unorth.k12.in.us or call us at 574-784-3151.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
Off what almost was the handle of the bat there. Really protecting, and Dreibelbis has been all throughout the zone, but throwing consistent and throwing a lot of strikes.
Hey, Lancer fans! Advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@unicorn.k12.in.us or call us at 574-784-3115.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
First to consider, but she pulled back. It's going to bring us to a 3-1 count. She's got the choice now to watch this next winner swing, so this is a hitter's
Hey
count.
Lancer fans, advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@unicorn.k12.in.us or call us at 574-784-3115.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
At TNA Rigging Incorporated, the staff works hard to ensure that your project is completed safely, on time, and with the least amount of interruption to your production. They aren't interested in only completing one project. Their goal is to build long-lasting relationships with customers. From machinery movement and repair, installation, transportation services, TNA Rigging has been serving Indiana and Michigan for over 10 years. For all your machinery and installation needs, call the crew at TNA Rigging Incorporated at 574-233-3074. TNA Rigging Incorporated, your satisfaction is our success.
A crisp October evening, a stadium filled with fans, a pass throw, a journey completed. State of euphoria? No, the state of Indiana. High school sports, pure spirit, pure sport, pure Indiana. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
First Source Bank is a proud sponsor of Laville Athletics. Whatever your future holds after high school, make sure you also think about your financial future. Opening an e-student checking account with First Source Bank is a great way to keep you connected to your personal finances as you start on your road to success. Bank the way you want, when you want, 24/7. Apply online at firstsource.com today, or come see us at locations in La Paz, Plymouth, Bremen, Walkerton, or South Bend.
First Source Bank. Member FDIC.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom.
Right to the left on the field.
I'm learning how to manage my time here.
And a foul ball.
I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them.
Doesn't get much further.
And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana high school sports.
So it is an 0-2 count. Very fast.
They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
First Source Bank is a proud sponsor of Laville Athletics. Whatever your future holds after high school, make sure you also think about your financial future. Opening an e-student checking account with First Source Bank is a great way to keep you connected to your personal finances as you start on your road to success. Bank the way you want, when you want, 24/7. Apply online at firstsource.com today, or come see us at locations in La Paz, Plymouth, Bremen, Walkerton, or South Bend.
First Source Bank. Member FDIC.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports.
Glenn will have a pinch runner for the catcher. As the coach is walking towards.
They're more than just a game.
Our umpire, Jim
and see me play.
At third base,
Introducing TNA Rigging Incorporated. Since 2005, we have been the premier machinery moving company for Lakeville and the surrounding areas. Our experts specialize in moving heavy equipment and machinery. We can also install, repair, and offer precision alignment for your machines. We can help with crane services and steel fabrication in-shop or on-site. For more info, visit tarigging.com or call 574-233-3074.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in Indiana are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
She's coming in, she's already got ace.
Hey Lancer fans, advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@unorth.k12.ina.us or call us at 574-784-3185.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
She's at least keeping back. She is not going to make it easy on any of those that want to steal bases today. She wants to take a lot of this game on her own shoulders. We get a pop-up.
With 2 outs there.
And that is the Hannah Philly
making the catch, and if she had to, Sanchez just waited and didn't realize there were 2 outs, so she wasn't running yet. But that will end the top of the third. Game is still tied at 2 apiece. You are watching LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
First Source Bank is a proud sponsor of Laville Athletics. Whatever your future holds after high school, make sure you also think about your financial future. Opening an e-student checking account with First Source Bank is a great way to keep you connected to your personal finances as you start on your road to success. Bank the way you want, when you want, 24/7. Apply online at firstsource.com today, or come see us at locations in La Paz, Plymouth, Bremen, Walkerton, or South Bend.
First Source Bank. Member FDIC.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Indiana. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
At TNA Rigging Incorporated, the staff works hard to ensure that your project is completed safely, on time, and with the least amount of interruption to your production. They aren't interested in only completing one project. Their goal is to build long-lasting relationships with customers. From machinery movement and repair, installation, transportation services, TNA Rigging has been serving Indiana and Michigan for over 10 years. For all your machinery and installation needs, call the crew at TNA Rigging Incorporated at 574-233-3074. TNA Rigging Incorporated, your satisfaction is our success.
A crisp October evening. A stadium filled with fans. A pass throw. A journey completed. State of euphoria? No. The state of Indiana. High school sports. Pure spirit. Pure sport. Pure Indiana. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
Might end in just a moment.
First Source Bank is a proud sponsor of Laville Athletics. Whatever your future holds after high school, make sure you also think about your financial future. Opening an e-student checking account with First Source Bank is a great way to keep you connected to your personal finances as you start on your road to success. Bank the way you want, when you want, 24/7. Apply online at firstsource.com today, or come see us at locations in La Paz, Plymouth, Bremen, Walkerton, or South Bend.
First Source Bank. Member FDIC.
That looked like my golf shot a little bit.
I don't think of this as a high school weight
well
room.
fair, and then
It's more like a high school classroom.
Straight,
I'm learning
Took
how
a
to manage my
90-degree
time
turn.
here.
Well, I think
I'm
it might
learning
be a
that it's
little different.
important
I
to
didn't
have
hear a
goals,
sploosh.
and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them.
Happy
I'm
there
learning
had to
that
be
the
the
best
third
way to lead
baseman, Emma Kripe. She
is by example.
touches that. That definitely would have been
Indiana
one that
high
would have been
school
hard to
sports.
field and make a play at first. Strike two to Johnson.
They're more than just a
Come out
game.
with some quick
Come
bats. They're
and
not
see
really
me play.
giving the pitcher giving her a lot
First
of
Horse
leeway.
Bank is a proud sponsor of Laville
Yes, they are, and
Athletics.
they're working too hard
Whatever your
for it.
future holds after high school, make sure you also think about your financial future. Opening an e-student checking account with First Source Bank is a great way to keep you connected to your personal finances as you start on your road to success. Bank the way you want, when you want, 24/7. Apply online at firstsource.com today, or come see us at locations in La Paz, Plymouth, Bremen, Walkerton, or South Bend.
First Source Bank. Member FDIC.
So 2 up, 2 down.
Want to
for
know what
the
I
Lady
like
Lancers
best about
as
playing
Miss
basketball for
Madison
my high
Annis will
school?
come to bat.
I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play.
Those trying to keep
I
up
like it
the energy.
because I'm playing for
Bottom
someone
of the
besides
third.
myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school.
Yeah, Coach
and every
Carver
person in my
ran
community.
downstairs to go watch
Indiana
her
high
bats.
school sports.
Pretty eager to see her.
That he did, and as well, the game between Elkhart Christian and
They're more than just a game.
Northfield
Come
has concluded.
and see me play.
So I know
Introducing TNA Rigging Incorporated. Since 2005, we have been the premier machinery moving company for Lakeville and the surrounding areas. Our experts specialize in moving heavy equipment and machinery. We can also install, repair, and offer precision alignment for your machines. We can help with crane services and steel fabrication in-shop or on-site. For more info, visit tarigging.com or call 574-233-3074.
There's just one place where
At TNA Rigging Incorporated, the staff works hard to ensure that your project is completed safely, on time, and with the least amount of interruption to your production. They aren't interested in only completing one project. Their goal is to build long-lasting relationships with customers. From machinery movement and repair, installation, transportation services, TNA Rigging has been serving Indiana and Michigan for over 10 years. For all your machinery and installation needs, call the crew at TNA Rigging Incorporated at 574-233-3074. TNA Rigging Incorporated, your satisfaction is our success.
a crisp October evening, a stadium filled with fans, a pass thrown, a journey completed. State of euphoria? No. The state of Indiana. High school sports. Pure spirit. Pure sport. Pure Indiana. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
And up to bat to start.
First Source Bank is a proud sponsor of Laville Athletics. Whatever your future holds after high school, make sure you also think about your financial future. Opening an e-student checking account with First Source Bank is a great way to keep
Hey, Lancer fans.
Felt as long. Both being 30 seconds, though, as Metters delivers a beautiful strike right there.
Yeah, this seemed like a pretty quick game, too. We're already in the fourth inning here. Both pitchers really bringing their A game. Only 4 runs total throughout this game.
And not a lot of walks either, knock on wood. And ball one thrown.
So let's see what this fourth inning has for us.
Yes, indeed. Like, we are short-staffed just a little bit today. If you are watching this and a Laville student or interested in helping out the broadcasting club, I know Mr. Forehand would be interested in talking to you and would definitely enjoy it. Please comment, like, and subscribe underneath the video. We do broadcasts as well, football and basketball, and we will be broadcasting some baseball games coming up pretty soon. I know we have sectional not too long, and the pitch for Metters, strike 3. Emma Kripe goes down looking, and that will bring up Emily O'Brien.
That is the second backward K for Mara today, so good for her.
Really controlling the zone. And time called for Celeste and left.
Looks like we had a ball come from the opposite field.
Yes, we did. Baseball souvenir. couldn't tell what the first base umpire was pointing at for a second, and then Celeste starts running. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and we do have a little bit of a rarity. 3 umpires working this game now. We were supposed to have 3 with the first game, but one of the umpires, his wife, got really sick, so our thoughts and prayers do go with him, as he is tending to his wife right now. But we've got 3 on the field now. Like it's a little bit of a rarity. Normally we've got just the 2 working, and they will actually cycle through with their final 3 games.
Well, there you go. And we do have a 1-1 count here, as O'Brien's still at bat, and ball a little low. Laville is really starting to have everything go well. You see how Hannah's playing right now. When there's no runners on, she is in a normal, or what we consider a normal position for a shortstop, and when there is a runner on, she is more shading towards third. And most of this game, though, Alexis Wolfing has been playing about 8 to 10 feet off of second base and no further. Expecting a lot of hits to be pulled, it looks like the Lancers are, and popped up and into the netting, if I'm correct.
And that was just a little too fast for anyone to be able to get to.
Definitely a difficult play, as the 2 seniors, Foster and Senders, have a brief word there.
But as fast as that was, O'Brien was already rounding first. She has got some legs moving through, some hustle.
Yeah, that's definitely, because that ball wasn't in the air for more than maybe 4 seconds, and that will end up being a walk for Emily O'Brien, as Brooke Ozenbaugh will come to the plate. Tasia has been doing an excellent job making it so nobody wants to even attempt really to steal on the Lady Lancers. And after Ozenbaugh, we will have the top of the batting order coming up. Fouled up, and that one I will guess is in the netting. And almost onto the other field.
So we're going to keep that grounds crew busy. There have been a lot of foul balls today.
Yes, there have.
Chewing through them.
Strike 2. Excellent job by Mara after having a good battle with the last batter, just starting off attacking this next batter at an 0-2 count. And very spread out are the Lady Lancers.
Advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@unorth.k12.in.us or call us at 574-784-3155.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
Best to minimize whatever thought process they have going into it.
Well, right now, Alexis Wolfing is doing an excellent job covering second in case of a steal. But that leaves that spot right there pretty open. And Wolfing just could not control the ball
She did a good job getting over to that one. That one was a very clean hit. That's going to be a single. She did a good job getting over there to catch it off the hop and see what she could do. Unfortunately, with the speed, there was just no opportunity to throw that out at first.
This game, you do have the stat sheet in front of you, so I will not
And there's no
argue.
Dennis on stats to call it an E, so good for the freshman playing second base today.
Hey, Lancer fans! Advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
Top of the fourth.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@unorth.k12.
Hey Lancer fans, advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@unorth.k12.in.us or call us at 574-784-3151.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation. Hey Lancer fans, advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@unorth.k12.in.us or call us at 574-784-3153.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer
She's
Nation.
really made some very positive strides this season. As a sophomore, stepping up. Center field's a bit of a leadership role, and she's able to come in and the teammate that she is.
And 2 foul balls in a row there. So she will not be bunting, and third baseman is really playing shallow there for John Glenn. You have Kripe just creeping in ever so slightly and backing up a little bit with 2 strikes. As Wise takes ball 1 wisely.
Yeah,
You see what I did there?
that was mine.
And check swing fouls that one off towards the fences.
Cameraman's going to get a pretty
Hey
good shot
Lancer
on
fans, advertising spots are available
all
today
ball.
with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@unorth.k12.in.us or call us at 574-784-3151.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
in today playing second, so she's done a great job. Normally wouldn't see a whole lot of playing time, but today, because of the tournament, she's able to get a little bit more experience coming in, and she's capitalizing on it.
And strike 2 called, or strike 1 called, my apologies. But you really have to think, I was thinking earlier, even as we started the tournament, fatigue of having the second game back-to-back. And especially with our field being so closely time-constrained, Argus didn't get a real rest between the Argus, or Laville and Argus game to the Argus and Glenn game, and Glenn's not really had much of a rest between their game with Argus and their game with us.
Yeah, it should play to the favor of the home Lancers today, but
as Wolfing will take first on a walk, and that will bring up Mara Marsbars-Metters, doing a great job and going to try to help Alexis advance along the base path.
yeah, Mara Nara is coming up to bat. She did have a walk to start the game, but struck out last time. She's done fairly well today. Been on base a few times.
Took a big swing at that one.
Hey Lancer fans, advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@unorth.k12.in.us or call us at 574-784-3151.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
Alongside Rachel Ross, they teamed up. Like I said, one of many that went to state for our school. It's been quite the representative on and off the field.
I heard the DECA team did quite well.
Yeah, had a couple with state honors this year. So yeah, I was very proud of them as their DECA advisor this year.
And strike 3 called on a close pitch.
That was hard to swing at.
Hard to watch too. It's just one of those things. Do I watch it and hope I get the free ride, or do I try to go after it and maybe foul it off and get another pitch and close to the zone, and that will bring up Celeste Fights. And woo!
She wasn't going to take that one.
No.
I think that was a ball.
I think if she didn't move, she might have been hearing a little funny for a moment. Chirp, chirp. And ball 2.
Hey, Lancer fans! Advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@unorth.k12.in.us or call us at 574-784-3151.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
I looked at him and I told him that wasn't possible, and he said good. As Celeste will take the walk, and Tasia will take off the shin guards and walk up to the plate.
And with Boomer coming in behind you, you got to get on base. You give her the opportunity.
Hey, Lancer fans! Advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@unorth.k12.in.us or call us at 574-784-3151.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
I couldn't see anything he said, and
she was not going to send that one out of the park.
No, she wasn't. A ball in the dirt that will have Wilfine and Celeste advance. A little bit of a pass ball as catcher Ruse could not wrangle that one in.
Hey, Lancer fans! Advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@unorth.k12.in.us or call us at 574-784-3151.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
Foster batting. They may have Nina Steele just put another runner in scoring position.
I would agree with that, and she did take strike 1. And Nina takes an aggressive lead, but
Hey Lancer fans, advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
First Source Bank is a proud sponsor of Laville Athletics. Whatever your future holds after high school, make sure you also think about your financial future. Opening an e-student checking account with First Source Bank is a great way to keep you connected to your personal finances as you start on your road to success. Bank the way you want, when you want, 24/7. Apply online at firstsource.com today, or come see us at locations in La Paz, Plymouth, Bremen, Walkerton, or South Bend.
First Source Bank. Member FDIC.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Indiana. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
At TNA Rigging Incorporated, the staff works hard to ensure that your project is completed safely, on time, and with the least amount of interruption to your production. They aren't interested in only completing one project. Their goal is to build a long-lasting relationship with customers. From machinery movement and repair, installation, transportation services, TNA Rigging has been serving Indiana and Michigan for over 10 years. For all your machinery and installation needs, call the crew at TNA Rigging Incorporated at 574-233-3074. TNA Rigging Incorporated, your satisfaction is our success.
Doing a good job.
A crisp October evening. A stadium filled with fans. A pass-through. A journey completed. State of euphoria? No. The state of Indiana. High school sports. Pure spirit. Pure sport. Pure Indiana. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
First Source Bank is a proud sponsor of Laville Athletics. Whatever your future holds after high school, make sure you also think about your financial future. Opening an e-student checking account with First Source Bank is a great way to keep you connected to your personal finances as you start on your road to success. Bank the way you want, when you want, 24/7. Apply online at firstsource.com today, or come see us at locations in La Paz, Plymouth, Bremen, Walkerton, or South Bend.
First Source Bank. Member FDIC.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom.
A great effort by the
I'm learning
ladies
how to
there.
manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them.
That will be Sanchez.
And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports.
And that will bring up Cheyenne Power.
They're more than just a game.
Take strike one.
Come and see me play.
First Source Bank is a proud sponsor of Laville Athletics. Whatever your future holds after high school, make sure you also think about your financial future. Opening an e-student checking account with First Source Bank is a great way to keep you connected to your personal finances as you start on your road to success. Bank the way you want, when you want, 24/7. Apply online at firstsource.com today, or come see us at locations in La Paz, Plymouth, Bremen, Walkerton, or South Bend.
First Source Bank. Member FDIC.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school?
Great job, her.
I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play.
I'd have to agree. That's.
I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself.
She had her glove
I'm
in a
playing
good
for everybody
position.
in my
Just
school.
bounces up and hits her in the
And every
chest.
person in my
Philly
community.
is able to cover so
Indiana
much
high
of that
school
field
sports.
when she's at shortstop. Just the speed that she brings defensively is something I've never had.
They're more than just a game.
And I'm happy to see it out there, especially
and
for
see
the
me
sophomore.
play.
Introducing TNA Rigging Incorporated. Since 2005, we have been the premier machinery moving company for Lakeville and the surrounding areas. Our experts specialize in moving heavy equipment and machinery. We can also install, repair, and offer precision alignment for your machines. We can help with crane services and steel fabrication in-shop or on-site. For more info, visit tarigging.com or call 574-233-3074.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in Indiana are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Hey, Lancer fans! Advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@unorth.k12.in.us or call us at 574-784-3151.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
Who will play in the championship game? 3-1 is the count. And Phil has a ball four, so the bases will be loaded. And that will bring up Emily O'Brien. And how is she doing on the day being the 8 batter?
She's been on base twice.
Hey, Lancer fans! Advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@unorth.k12.in.us or call us at 574-784-3151.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
The count goes to 3-0. And that is ball 4 inside. Walking a run in. That will make the game 4-3. Now what the Lady Lancers want to see at this exact moment in the top of the 5th with 2 outs.
That brings up Ozenbaugh, who Mara did strike out last time, so let's see if she's able to have a little bit of a meeting here, get her head back on her shoulders.
And Coach Herbster makes a wise decision there. Hey, we have a slight lead. Let's hold it. Let's have a nice conversation here and take a deep breath. And I know that's exactly what they're doing. As you can see, most of the girls out there are wearing their face protectors, and some of the balls today have been screaming off the bat. And only infielder who's not wearing a face mask is Carissa Foster. The goofiest thing I've seen at one of these softball games, I saw a right fielder wearing one of them. And, I mean, I understand the infielders, especially third base being a hot corner, and we saw Hannah Philly have a nasty hop that could have...
Hey, Lancer fans! Advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@unorth.k12.in.us or call us at 574-784-3151.
Advertise today with LVH1 before.
At TNA Rigging Incorporated, the staff works hard to ensure that your project is completed safely, on time, and with the least amount of interruption to your production. They aren't interested in only completing one project. Their goal is to build long-lasting relationships with customers. From machinery movement and repair, installation, transportation services, T&A Rigging has been serving Indiana and Michigan for over 10 years. For all your machinery and installation needs, call the crew at T&A Rigging Incorporated at 574-233-3074. T&A Rigging Incorporated, your satisfaction is our success.
A crisp October evening. A stadium filled with fans. A pass thrown. A journey completed. State of euphoria? No. The state of Indiana. High school sports. Pure spirit. Pure sport. Pure Indiana. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
And we're back with Hannah Philly.
First Source Bank is a proud sponsor of Laville Athletics. Whatever your future holds at your high school, make sure you also think about your financial future. Opening an e-student checking account with First Source Bank is a great way to keep you connected to your personal finances as you start on your road to success. Bank the way you want, when you want, 24/7. Apply online at firstsource.com today, or come see us at locations in La Paz, Plymouth, Bremen, Walkerton, or South Bend.
First Source Bank. Member
FDIC. Still been throwing excellent this game.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room.
Really back and forth. This
It's more like a high school classroom.
Down the line, and
I'm learning how to manage my time here.
Will be caught.
I'm learning that it's important to have goals, and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach
Emily
them.
O'Brien there.
And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
One out.
Indiana High School sports.
This part of the inning.
They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
And that brings up Maddie Johnson.
First Source Bank is a proud sponsor of Laville Athletics. Whatever your future holds at your high school, make sure you also think about your financial future. Opening an e-student checking account with First Source Bank is a great way to keep you connected to your personal finances as you start on your road to success. Bank the way you want, when you want, 24/7. Apply online at firstsource.com today, or come see us at locations in La Paz, Plymouth, Bremen, Walkerton, or South Bend.
First Source Bank. Member FDIC.
Got up 2-0.
Want to know what I like best about playing
1-0.
basketball
John
for
Glenn
my
takes
high
a
school?
2-1 lead.
I like it
Bill
because
ties it up,
it's
then
a
gets
place
up
where my friends get to see
4-2,
me
and now
play.
it's a 4-3 game.
I like it
Madison
because
Annis
I'm playing for someone
has
besides
a
myself.
0-1 count.
I'm playing for everybody in my school.
Mr. Thomas is getting
every
back, and
person in
he'll
my
take a
community.
brief look at his
Indiana
stat sheet
high
to see
school
what happened in the
sports.
first two batters. As Madison Annis rips a ball right up the middle. That will advance
They're more
Maddie
than
Johnson
just
as
a
well,
game.
and we have
Come
runners on first and
See
second.
me play.
So I'm welcoming back
Introducing
Mr. Thomas
T&A
as
Rigging
the
Incorporated.
brief
Since
replay of what happened.
2005, we have been the premier machinery moving company for Lakeville and the surrounding areas. Our experts specialize in moving heavy equipment and machinery. We can also install, repair, and offer precision alignment for your machines. We can help with crane services and steel fabrication in shop or on site. For more info, visit tarigging.com or call 574-233-3074.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in Indiana are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Hey Lancer fans, advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@unorth.k12.in.us or call us at 574-784-3158.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
That's another K for her, but no, she hasn't. Trying to get the momentum going there, and close, but just missed that ball by Dreibelbiss, and that will bring us to 2 outs.
And that brings us to the bottom of the order. We've got the freshman Alexis up.
And dribbler for a 4-3.
Hey, Lancer fans! Advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
First Source Bank is a proud sponsor of Laville Athletics. Whatever your future holds after high school, make sure you also think about your financial future. Opening an e-student checking account with First Source Bank is a great way to keep you connected to your personal finances as you start on your road to success. Bank the way you want, when you want, 24/7. Apply online at firstsource.com today, or come see us at locations in La Paz, Plymouth, Bremen, Walkerton, or South Bend.
First Source Bank. Member FDIC.
And coming up, this part of the inning, I believe we have the 2, 3, and 4 batters for John Glenn. Or will that be?
This is going to be the top of the order, I think.
Actually,
1, 2, and 3. So
1, 2, 3 for the top of the 6th. And a pop-up right to Philly, which will bring up the number 2 batter.
See.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball?
So Brooke Miller
for my
pops
high
out
school?
to start the inning, and Julian
I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me
second batter
play.
up.
I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my
The
school.
wind has intensified.
And every person in my community.
Indiana High School Sports.
Ball just a little high from headers.
They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Introducing T&A Rigging Incorporated. Since 2005, we have been the premier machinery moving company for Lakeville and the surrounding areas. Our experts specialize in moving heavy equipment and machinery. We can also install, repair, and offer precision alignment for your machines. We can help with crane services and steel fabrication in-shop or on-site. For more info, visit tarigging.com or call 574-233-3074.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in Indiana are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Hey, Lancer fans! Advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@uniform.inspel.in.us or call us at 574-784-3151.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
She's really transitioned well into the third base position because Laville, after Maya's unfortunate event happened, has needed somebody to fill that hole, and Maddie's done an excellent job.
And this is a team that is...
Hey, Lancer fans! Advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@unorth.k12.in.us or call us at 574-784-3151.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
Sean Allen's up and rising to the challenge they've always done.
From the top to the bottom, Coach Shearer being out, everyone else.
Yeah, just a huge list of players. And we are at the middle of the batting order. And popped up. And Senders makes an incredible play. Sorry about our camera shot being a little bit off, but with only 2 people running the whole show, I'll tell you she moved very far and probably 2 steps away from crashing into the fence, but she didn't. And that will take us to the bottom of the 6th. You are watching LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
Hey Lancer fans, advertising spots are available today with LVH1.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Introducing T&A Rigging Incorporated. Since 2005, we have been the premier machinery moving company for Lakeville and the surrounding areas. Our experts specialize in moving heavy equipment and machinery. We can also install, repair, and offer precision alignment for your machines. We can help with crane services and steel fabrication in-shop or on-site. For more info, visit tarigging.com or call 574-233-3074.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in Indiana are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Hey Lancer fans, advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@unorth.k12.in.us or call us at 574-784-3151.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
And strike 1 is delivered to McKenna Lewis, who has been substituted in for Celeste Fights.
That's 10 strikeouts on the day for us.
10.
So.
Hey Lancer fans, advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@unorth.k12.in.us or call us at 574-784-3151.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
I know we did have some boys games earlier as a bouncer gets by the shortstop, and that will be a single for McKenna Lewis.
Hey Lancer fans, advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@unorth.k12.in.us or call us at 574-784-3115.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
4 on the day for Tasia, and that's her third double, fourth hit. And that's going to bring Nina back on to run a few more bases, so she has been staying busy, Nina, for the day.
Yes, she has.
Hey, Lancer fans! Advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@unorth.k12.in.us or call us at 574-784-3115.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
Scoring and making it a 6-3 game.
Hey, Lancer fans! Advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@unorth.k12.in.us or call us at 574-784-3115.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
And now it's a 1-2 count. And strike 3 is called, and that will end the 6th inning.
That was a little low, but
it was, but
it's one that's been called all day, and she had to lay up. She knew she wasn't going to be able to do much with it.
Well, sometimes fouled off and live another day, but the Lancers tack one more on, and we've lead the game 5-3, entering the top of the 7th inning. Stick with us for the finale of this game. You're watching LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in Indiana are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Hey, Lancer fans! Advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@unorth.k12.in.us or call us at 574-784-3115.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
For Glenn, I've got 3 runs off of 6 hits with their 1 error. And they've had 8 left on.
very similar stat line between both teams here is 3-0 count from Mara. And that will have Lair see strike one, and game is not getting any easier for either of these teams. The wind is starting to die down, but I'd say it's 3:30 in the or 4:30 in the afternoon, and it is very shady here. Might need the lights as she has walked to start the inning. But it's definitely became a little darker here, like a storm front might be moving in. Knock on wood, it doesn't, at least until midnight. And we'll keep getting through this tournament and this game as a bunt is laid down. Barehanded, Maddie Johnson almost makes the play. Beautiful bunt for a single there.
Great attempt. You know, I think we should probably take this time to, for any of them that are listening, tomorrow is Mother's Day. So a very special shout out to my mom and the mother of my children, Amanda, at home, who's watching one of them now. So,
well, I'd like to thank you because Mr. Thomas is doing an excellent job, and happy Mother's Day to all moms watching this game. And no, it will not be put on at least till tomorrow. We are having this pre-recorded, as you can guess. But just very nice day, other than it's definitely became cloudy. And a swinging bunt, more or less, is fouled down the line for a 1-1 count.
Carissa did a great job letting that one go foul so the runners wouldn't advance off of it.
Yes, she did. I mean, Kripe made it on. Or no, a sub made it on. No, Kripe made it on, and now O'Brien is bat, and Maddie Johnson could not field that one. That one, I'd have to say, is an error.
Marking that one down as a slap bunt single for O'Brien. But yeah, just very...
not handling them well. I mean, that first one was a tough play. That one was another tough play, but those are the ones where it seems your playing's getting back in the game. I mean, you have no outs, you have bases loaded against you, and you have Ozenbaugh and then the top for John Glenn coming up. So Ozenbaugh's at the plate, and definitely a tricky scenario here if you're the Lady Lancers.
Yeah, you got to get your head back into the game here and start getting some outs.
Well,
here to end the game.
And safe. That's just a hard way to see the opposing team get back in it. John Glenn trails by 1 right now. Top of the 7th.
Hey, Lancer fans! Advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@uniform.k12.in.us or call us at 574-784-3115.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
We score 2. Taking the lead now is John Glenn, 6-5. And runner is called out at third, apparently. I'm looking to see, the umpires are both conversing. Or not really sure what all the communication was there. Believe it is 6-5. We might have to get somebody to go down there and confirm it is.
Hey, Lancer fans! Advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@unorth.k12.in.us or call us at 574-784-3125.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
Very successful in that and pulled it back. Now it is a 3-1 count.
Yeah, the Lancers got to do something here to get an out and really keep themselves in it. You can't relent here in the 7th inning. You can't give it up like that.
Ball high. That will make it a full bases scenario once again. And I know Miss Carver, who's coaching down there, and Coach Herbster and all the Lancers are definitely relying on this. And Mara and the team has just started to struggle the last inning. Hard to see. Strike one, though, to Tribalbus. And Laville hasn't gotten out this inning. And I think Laville started this inning up 4-5 or 3-5.
Yeah, they've given up 3 runs here. So, but they stopped that one.
And watching the signal, don't know if she was on the plate.
I think they're calling her safe.
Yeah, I thought they called her safe too. I don't think she was on the plate. You might have to replay this at home on YouTube, but I believe she was not on the plate. I definitely would like somebody to help me out here because the soundproof right now is definitely hard. And Philly with a great stop, and that time Senders was on the plate. So we have at least one out. Yeah, I don't know. Looked like Maddie Johnson was holding up 2, wiggling her fingers. We will definitely keep trying to figure this out. It is definitely one of those things that hearing things would be nice. And ball 1 is thrown to have a 1-0 count. And very difficult to try to figure out what's happening. Okay. We did get confirmation that she was called out at home, as that will be out number 3 to end the inning. Just a miscommunication. And now it is 6-5. I will fix that on my end too. We go to the bottom of the 7th. The Lancer girls are trailing 1, and hopefully they can get it back and finish it. You're watching LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
Hey Lancer fans, advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@unorth.k12.in.us or call us at 574-784-3125.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
First Source Bank is a proud sponsor of Laville Athletics. Whatever your future holds after high school, make sure you also think about your financial future. Opening an e-student checking account with First Source Bank is a great way to keep you connected to your personal finances as you start on your road to success. Bank the way you want, when you want, 24/7. Apply online at firstsource.com today, or come see us at locations in La Paz, Plymouth, Bremen, Walkerton, or South Bend.
First Source Bank. Member FDIC.
This
And
is what
welcome back
matters.
to the bottom of the 7th.
This is beyond
Leading off will
X's
be
and
Miss Maddie
O's.
Johnson,
This is the
followed by
difference
Madison
mutual
Landis,
respect
Carissa Wise,
makes.
and
This is what
here's
character
where
looks
you really
like.
can tell how the
This is
Lancers
what
are gonna
defines
do.
us in Indiana.
You at least have to have
This
one to force
is
it into an
sportsmanship.
extra inning.
School
Two will win
sports.
it.
It's not the outcome that
0
matters most, but the way the games are played.
Maddie Johnson
This message
watching
presented
ball
by
one.
the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
At TNA Rigging Incorporated, the staff works hard to ensure that your project is completed safely, on time, and with the least amount of interruption to your production. They aren't interested in only completing one project. Their goal is to build long-lasting relationships with customers. From machinery movement and repair, installation, transportation services, TNA Rigging has been serving Indiana and Michigan for over 10 years. For all your machinery and installation needs, call the crew at TNA Rigging Incorporated at 574-233-3074. TNA Rigging Incorporated, your satisfaction is our success.
A crisp October evening. A stadium filled with fans. A pass-through. A journey completed. State of euphoria? No. The state of Indiana. High school sports. Pure spirit. Pure sport. Pure Indiana. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
First Source Bank is a proud sponsor of Laville Athletics. Whatever your future holds after high school, make sure you also think about your financial future. Opening an e-student checking account with First Source Bank is a great way to keep you connected to your personal finances as you start on your road to success. Bank the way you want, when you want, 24/7. Apply online at firstsource.com today, or come see us at locations in La Paz, Plymouth, Bremen, Walkerton, or South Bend.
First Source Bank. Member FDIC.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room.
That hit last
It's
time
more like a
was
high school
standing.
classroom.
Overall today, though, she has
I'm
done
learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Scored a couple runs.
Indiana High School
She's
sports.
facing a 2-0 count right now. Rival this, so definitely a batter's count.
They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
First Source Bank is a proud sponsor of Laville Athletics. Whatever your future holds after high school, make sure you also think about your financial future. Opening an e-student checking account with First Source Bank is a great way to keep you connected to your personal finances as you start on your road to success. Bank the way you want, when you want, 24/7. Apply online at firstsource.com today, or come see us at locations in La Paz, Plymouth, Bremen, Walkerton, or South Bend.
First Source Bank. Member FDIC.
I liked it from up here.
Want to know what I like best about playing
liked it too,
basketball
because it was
for
a
my
walk,
high
so
school?
I'm glad to see her get on base.
I like it because
bring up
it's a place where my
C-Wise,
friends get to see me
who
play.
really needs to get a hit today.
I like
She
it
has
because
not been herself
I'm playing for
this
someone
game.
besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in
Very
my school
dichotomous between this
and every
game to the
person in my
first one.
community.
Indiana high school sports.
Strike one called, but I know Laville definitely needs that
They're
one
more
run.
than just a game.
Come.
It'll be very
and see me
interesting to
play.
see.
Introducing TNA Rigging Incorporated. Since 2005, we have been the premier machinery moving company for Lakeville and the surrounding areas. Our experts specialize in moving heavy equipment and machinery. We can also install, repair, and offer precision alignment for your machines. We can help with crane services and steel fabrication in shop or on site. For more info, visit tarigging.com or call 574-233-3074.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in Indiana are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
For Drivobus.
Hey Lancer fans, advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@unorth.eagle.in.us or call us at 574-784-3115.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
2-1 is the count.
Yeah, but you look out there and that parking lot is still full.
Hey Lancer fans, advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@uninorth.in.us or call us at 574-784-3115.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
Strike 3 is called and ball game indeed. So that will end the game.
Well,
hey Lancer fans, advertising spots are available today with LVH1. Advertising with LVH1 at Laville Junior Senior High School gives you business publicity with high school parents, fans, and families throughout the state of Indiana and beyond.
Advertisements can be provided by your business or made in-house by our mass media class at the high school.
All the funding goes directly to the student program and will help us gain hands-on experience in the broadcasting, video editing, and marketing fields.
If you're interested in advertising during athletic events throughout the year, please contact the broadcasting program at broadcasting@uninorth.in.us or call us at 574-784-3115.
Advertise today with LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
At TNA Rigging Incorporated, the staff works hard to ensure that your project is completed safely, on time, and with the least amount of interruption to your production. They aren't interested in only completing one project. Their goal is to build long-lasting relationships with customers. From machinery movement and repair, installation, transportation services, TNA Rigging has been serving Indiana and Michigan for over 10 years. For all your machinery and installation needs, call the crew at TNA Rigging Incorporated at 574-233-3074. TNA Rigging Incorporated, your satisfaction is our success.
A crisp October evening. A stadium filled with fans. A pass throw. A journey completed. State of euphoria? No. The state of Indiana. High school sports. Pure spirit. Pure sport. Pure Indiana. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
And at the conclusion of the game, we are going to go over really fast after the game. And great effort by both teams, and Dreibelbis had to be the changing factor of the game. I know that Mara pitched an excellent game as well, and just came down to a few of the small things.
A few of the small things, but really just 14 strikeouts. How do you compete with that? And she really did bring her A game to this one, and she stuck through it. They had to fight through a deficit to overcome, and it's the second lead that the Lancers gave up today. But really just a good game from Dreibelbis.
Yes, it was. And if you'd like to run us through the stats really fast, we will try to get ready for the next series of events happening in the round robin part. We've ended the round robin part of the competition. Now we will have consolation games. And
First West Bank is a proud sponsor of Laville Athletics. Whatever your future holds after high school, make sure you also think about your financial future. Opening an e-student checking account with First West Bank is a great way to keep you connected to your personal finances as you start on your road to success. Bank the way you want, when you want, 24/7. Apply online at firstsource.com today, or come see us at locations in La Paz, Plymouth, Bremen, Walkerton, or South Bend.
First Source Bank. Member FDIC.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room.
Teams, and you can see that with
It's
the
more like a
final
high school
score, 6-5,
classroom.
one of our lowest
I'm learning how to
games
manage
of
my
the day,
time here.
between both
I'm learning that
teams.
it's important to have goals and that it takes
Not
persistence
a whole lot more
and
to be
commitment to
said
reach
than
them.
just stellar pitching.
And I'm learning that the best way to lead
Both pitchers that started
is by
finished the
example.
game out.
Indiana high school sports.
But really just that one inning, if that can really bite the Lancers.
They're more than just a game.
Come and see me
I believe that's how
play.
we'll wrap it up here. Thank you you for watching LVH1.
First Source
Please
Bank
join
is a
us
proud sponsor of
and
Laville
watch
Athletics.
more Lancer
Whatever your future holds after high
events.
school, make sure you also think about your
Good
financial
luck to the
future.
Lady Lancers and
Opening
the
an
rest of the
e-student checking
season. I
account
know we
with
have
First Source
Resort
Bank
coming
is a
up
great way to
next
keep you
weekend. We have
connected
a couple
to your
games
personal
coming up
finances as you start
throughout
on
the
your road
week,
to
and we
success.
have a game
Bank
against
the way you
Elkhart
want,
Christian
when you
in
want,
the field
24/7.
just
Apply
across
online
the
at
way,
firstsource.com
so
today,
we will discuss whether
or
we're
come
gonna
see us
broadcast
at
that.
locations in La
Thank you
Paz,
for listening.
Plymouth, Bremen, Walkerton, or South Bend.
Member FDIC.
Until next time, go
Wanna know what I like
Lancers!
best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play.